Good evening, everybody, and welcome. This is Johnny Blender, and I am in the shop with no air conditioner, so I love all of you for me being out here. It is hotter than Louisiana in July in this shop right now. I got a little fan going over there. Chester, I see you in the green room, but it tells me that either your camera or microphone is not detected. You turn those on. But I'm glad everybody's doing well tonight. I hope everybody had a wonderful 4th of July. Let me scroll through here a little bit and get some of these folders. There you are, Chester. I can see you now. You're in the green room, baby. Hey, I want to start off tonight by clicking a couple of buttons here and promoting one of our sponsors for the show, longtime sponsor of the show, Crescent Canna CBD products. Crescent Canna. These drops are awesome, man. I ate one of the CBD gummies before I came on the show tonight. I've been having some bad sleeping problems, I think, due with all the heat that I've been dealing with. The shop's been about 130 most of the time when I'm powder coating. And since the air conditioner in the front part of the shop has been out all week, it's 90, 95 up here. So, yes, walking in from 130 to a 95 is a little bit cooler, but it still sucks. But with that, again, don't forget to check out Crescent Canna. You can find them at crescentcanna.com. Don't forget to use the EDGE discount code EDGE2023 for 30% off your order of these great products. Check them out. Me and Lynn swear by them. Can't say enough about them. Been taking them for about 5 years now. Crescent Canna's been with us that long. So they're just really good company. I really appreciate what they do, the products they make, and they've got something on there for everybody. All right. Let me jump on here, close these up. Let's see. I got a couple of comments here. All right. Jimmy Turk. Hey, buddy. How you doing? I'm glad you got home safe. Jimmy Turk is one of our good followers and longtime viewers of the show, and is on or just got back from Texas where he passed another master mechanics test, GM master mechanics test, one of 8, or I think he's got 2 of them passed now. So 8 different dates. So he'll be making trips back to Texas. Life is good in Texas. All right, I'm going to jump in here real quick and bring on somebody to the stream real quick because he may be sitting in the air conditioned room that's a lot cooler in this shop, and my glass is fogged up. Look at that. So I'm going to bring old Chester Taylor in here so we can talk a little bit about his race event coming up. How you doing, Chester? I saw you behind him. Go ahead and
she's back there trying to get in here, ain't she?
I saw her. See, what do they call that? That's a
that's the bomb. Yeah, that's the Red Queen there. That's Mallory.
How's everything going, Chester?
That's good. We've been busy just burning up. It's hot everywhere.
It's hot. It's hot. Hey, you've got your race coming up Saturday, August 12th at Holiday Raceway in Woodstock, Alabama.
Yes, sir. We are excited. This will actually be our very first event that we're going to put on as the Misfit Grashers, and we hope we'll have a good turnout. And
are you getting a lot of talk from people? Are you hearing a lot of things? I
have about 30 people who is said that they were going to be there, who committed. And I've had a bunch of other people ask questions and how the race is going to be run and talk like they liked it. So we'll just have to see. Maybe we'll get a good show.
Let's talk about that a little bit. How is the race going to be run?
Well, there's going to be A, B, and C gasser class, and it is going to be 5 runs. You'll do 2 time trials. And you'll dial a number in, and whoever's closest to the number in that class will win in the second place. It's just like the SOGs used to run.
Right.
Running the same format as they did. Everybody seems to like that, so we're going to try that anyway.
How are the open wheel guys? Are they doing anything that weekend, or are they headed your way?
They have something in Montgomery, which I just got off the phone with Scott a few minutes ago. Because I know Montgomery Track swapped hands.
Right.
I told him to confirm.
Yeah, need to follow up with that.
He needs to confirm and make sure, because I still got time, to try to add them on if they can't get in there, we're going to try to add them on with us. So,
all right, what are we looking at your event? Entry fee, check cards, that kind of information.
For the gasser, the car, and the driver is free entry.
Okay.
At this race. It will not cost them nothing for the Saturday race. They have a Thursday night is when they do their test and tune.
Right.
Now they will have to pay to enter the test and tune, and if we have enough people show up, we'll try to have some kind of gamblers race or something go on.
Okay.
Just to make it interesting.
Are they going to leave are they going to let people that come up on Thursday, if they're coming in from out of town and want to stay there, are they going to be able to stay there Friday?
They can stay all the way till Sunday.
Okay.
We're actually going to go up Thursday and not going to leave till Sunday. So
I know you sent me a message, said y'all got good cell service up there.
Yeah, I remember the other day you had wanted me to check and said that you might want to get away for a little while and come up there and do you a show or something. And
yes, sir. I'm leaning towards that, and with all this hot weather the last couple of weeks, I'm leaning towards it even more.
Yeah, I hope it's a little bit cooler up there. It's a couple hours north of where I'm live here, and so I hope we get it.
And let's see, we've got general admission is $20. Kids 12 and under get in free.
Yes, sir.
Are we doing anything for first responders or active duty military?
I have not asked him about that, but they usually do something. They usually do a discount on the military, the veterans and militaries.
Okay.
I will try to get with him this week and see what they're going to do. I know he had posted a bunch of stuff on his website on the Facebook, and I've been trying to communicate with him this week to get everything ramped up.
Look, if you talk to him, try to get him to send me information so I can help promote what he's doing there.
Okay.
I think I've reached out to him a couple of times and just hadn't had any follow up with him.
He is a hard person to get a hold of.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think he works a regular job and then he tries to do that promoting too, and it's just full time. So.
Right. I understand. Everything is a busy thing. Want to give a big shout out to Glenn Culbertson, who has checked in. My daughter, Brittany Joyce. How you doing, baby? Love you. Let's see. Okay. I hadn't missed anybody yet.
Well, we got one of our trophies. We made a homemade trophy. About can't see it with the.
Have to put it in front of his face.
Yeah, I saw that Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Misfit gassers. That's nice.
This is going to be for the person who got little old axes on it. For whoever gets the best reaction time is who's going to end up with this little old trophy. And,
okay. Hey, I got a question.
Kind of hope it's me.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Hey, something else. Before the event, we'll be promoting this the next month up until the event. We'll promote it every week. Can you get me your entry fee? You said this is a free entry fee. Do you have sponsors or anything that are paying that entry fee for the drivers?
The track is doing it. So
okay. Do you have any sponsors lined up with your event that we can mention on the show?
I have a few people that said they would, and I told them I was going to try to get with them within a month of it. And so now I've got to try to start ramping up this weekend, getting a hold of everybody. And I've had 2 or 3 businesses say they would give us some gift cards to give away. And
okay.
So maybe we can get them to come through on it and get some stuff to give away.
Okay. All right. That's good. I just wanted to follow up, and I'll probably check again with you in a couple of weeks so we can get any updates and see if anything's going on with the overwheel guys in Montgomery and see if they're still doing their thing. Just if you're going to fuse those into your event, we'll just have to look at that and see what happens, and we want to keep everybody updated on that.
Yeah, we'll try to know something by this weekend. That way, if we're going to try to fuse it that way, we can start promoting it pretty hard. I want to try to promote over the next month pretty hard where we can get as many people as we can.
Right.
The more turnout I can get, the easier it is to get the tracks to let these people come in free and race.
Right.
If we don't have good turnouts, then we have to start charging. I'm just trying to keep it where
Right.
Everybody
And
can come out and have fun.
I'm looking at this. You're going to have foot brake and junior dragsters there also.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So it sounds like it's going to be a pretty good night. I haven't been to Holiday Raceway. So it's one of those places I want to get to.
Everybody, when I started trying to put this together, I kind of put a post out there asking what everybody's favorite tracks was. And this track come to the top of the list just real fast. You know, everybody really loved this track, and so that was one of the very first places I went after trying to get a race.
That's good. That's good. How are the rules going to be? Excuse me, on the gassers?
Well, just 67 and back. I allow trans brake and two steps. Now I don't really want them sitting up there on the line hammering on them two steps. You know, I understand we got everybody's got a lot of money in their motors, and I just don't want nobody to blow no motors up.
Motors,
all down the track, so I'd rather
transmissions.
let them use it.
Right. All right. Well, man, is there anything else going on you can talk about?
Right. It sounds like we pretty much covered, you know, for the day, and maybe next time we'll have some sponsors to throw out here. And
that's good. Yeah, just keep me updated on that stuff, and I will let you know. And I will make sure to get the word out on those sponsors and any changes that you have on the event.
Maybe next time we'll both be in some air conditioner.
Man, I'm telling you, and my air conditioner for this shop is one of those big package units that came off one of the old Schlegman's grocery stores, and I think that chain's been out of business for 25 years. So that's what I have, and it has done a great job for a lot of years. But the thermostat went out the other day, and I've tried changing the thermostat, and it hadn't come back on. And I don't know enough about air conditioners to.
I know just enough to get me in trouble with it and cost me a lot of money.
I found the wire that shocks you.
That's always the first one I find.
I found it. I think it was the second one, but I found it, and it's got good power going to it. I can testify to that. All right, Chester, man, I really appreciate you taking time to come into the show tonight. And like I said, anything you want to promote, just let me know and give me a heads up, and I'll definitely have it on the show each week.
Come on here and say hi, baby.
Come on in and say hi. Poke that little head in here.
She's trying to get in here.
How's your other daughter doing? How's your other daughter doing?
That's it. That's the only one I got right there.
Oh, is that the one that had the?
Yeah, that's the one we went for surgery here a while back.
Right. Okay. Well,
yeah, you can't even tell nothing wrong with her now. She's mean.
Yeah, I'm telling you. That's that. Yeah, I know. And my wife said that she really liked the trophy.
I appreciate it.
We
worked hard on it. We cut it out and polished it, and
that's
maybe
good,
everybody will like it. I just wanted something different beside a bunch of plastic trophies, you know.
I hear you. And man, I can't wait for your event. And we got a few other events coming up that we go talk about a little bit tonight. But I thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come on the show for a few minutes and just give us an update on what's going on at your event.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate it. I'll stay in touch, and we'll do it again.
Thank you, man. Have a great evening.
All right, appreciate it.
Bye-bye. All right, man. That's Chester Taylor, and this his event at Holiday Raceway as Saturday, August 12th at Woodstock, Alabama. It's going to be a pretty nice event. I think it's going to be. I think it'll be a good weekend. If the cars that he's got on his flyer show up at the event, my buddy Shelby Barad with Novados is going to be there. I hope we have a good turnout. And I hope it's a really good event. And being it's Thursday night test and tune, I'm kind of interested in that. Hey, Lynn, there's John Uzbasic. Send him the link to the show. So I need to talk to him to find out about Uzbasic Motorsports performance parts specials for this month. So send him the link. James Hughes, how are you doing, my friend? I hope everything is all right and your air conditioner is working fine at O'Reilly's. Mine doesn't. Let's see. Uncle Glenn, he's in the house. All right. Let me see what else I got queued up here. Give me just a second. Oh, we got something kind of. Before I do anything, I want to. I've had some messages this week and last week. I want to get the information up there. Don't forget, Rob Bieberstein is the owner of Cold Fire Super Systems. I've got their Cold Fire Super Systems link there. If you're looking for a fire safety system, a driver's, oh crap. I'm certified with Cold Fire, and I have a driver's protection system. If you're looking for something to put the fire out if you get hot, now I don't know how good it works on these hot days, but if you got a fire in your car and you want to be safe, check out these super systems, Cold Fire Super System. Mr. Rod's a great guy. Message him or give him a call and let him put his fingers to work and get you set up with the system that you need. All right, I got to cover these sponsors, man. They're the bread and butter of the show, so I've got to make sure that I get everything on for them. We've got something coming up at Atmore Dragway that I'm kind of interested in. I saw the flyer this morning. I don't know how long it's been up, but I saw it this morning. It's August 6th at Atmore Dragway. They're having a no rules race. $1,000 to win, free entry. It's on a Sunday. August 6th is a Sunday. This gates open at 5:30. Tracks will be hot at 6:30. Now, I called Keith Costner at Atmore Dragway this morning to find out, what the rules were on this, because, even though it says no rules, I'm still looking to see what the rules are. And Keith said there's no rules, so it doesn't matter what you got. If you've got a door car, 10.5, big tire, open wheel, whatever you got, bring it. This is going to be a cool little event. Hopefully we'll get Keith in here next week if he doesn't come on the show later tonight. And we'll talk about this and talk about everything that's going on at Atmore Dragway. I love that place. And get a little information on that and see how that's going to turn out and how that race is going to shake out. I'm kind of liking that. $1,000 to win, no rules, free entry. Looks like it might be a good day. August should be starting to get a little bit cooler. So yeah, it's something that we'll be following up on and looking at pretty seriously for the next few weeks, and talk about and see how it goes. Hey, let me get, since he hadn't popped into the show yet, maybe he's still on vacation, but let me get another sponsor of the show is John Uzbasic Motorsports Performance Parts. You can call John at 253-212-8020, or you can find them at ubasicmotorsports.com. Check them out. They have specials every month. Sign up for their monthly letter, their newsletter that gives you all the specials each month. He generally runs 20% off of 21 different companies every month. Every month he has 21 different companies that he does. He does specials with their products. And he carries all the major manufacturers and brands that you like and use. Another great thing about it is he also carries pro lines of equipment, which a lot of people and a lot of companies don't carry. So check with John Uzbasic, whether you've got a race car, whether you've got an off-road vehicle, whether you've got a four-wheel drive, check with this guy. You're trying to dress up your truck, your pickup truck. You want to do some cold air intakes and things like that. Check with John Uzbasic. He's got great products. He's got great prices, and he runs really good specials. And John's not a guy who has his bottom line set at one particular thing. He'll work with you on things if he can. So check out Uzbasic Motorsports Performance Parts. Like I said, John Uzbasic's been a show all through sponsor all through COVID of the show. He's a great guy. I like talking to him. I hope he comes on tonight, even though I'm sweating in here. Boy, it's hot in this shop. I got a fan over there blowing on me. And it's warm. It's Louisiana, as my daughter says, swamp ass hot is what she calls it. So I guess I got to put an explicit on there when I go to set the show up on iHeart. So I apologize for that, but my daughter she's quotable. Let me jump up here and look at it. I see comments popping in and popping out. Let me find my mouse so my cursor. There it is. so I can bring it over and check out these comments. John U Basic said he'll be on shortly. He's changing his headset and a 16-volt battery charger. With my 16-volt. Okay, all right. Never mind. I'm sure he's got it. Well, how was everybody, Glenn? How was your 4th of July? Did you stay inside in the air conditioner? Did you venture into the great hot outdoors? I got a torch out here that holds up through the fan. Plus, I was going to do the show from in the house, in the coolness of the house, but then I couldn't have all these sponsors up behind me that I have and companies that we support and promote. So I decided the shop is where the show belongs. So I would bear the heat for all you wonderful people and be out here and do the show in the hot shop. Alan Faulkner is too. You calling me an old coot, Alan? You calling me an old coot? Good to see you tune in, man. I miss talking to you. We got to catch up in the next couple. Well, in the next couple of weeks at least, before it gets too cool. I don't know when that's going to be, but they say winter's coming. It's just not getting here fast enough for me. 131, I think it was, in the shop today with the small powder coating oven going. Didn't have the big one going, thank God, but it was hot. And I actually had to leave the shop and go inside about 1:30, 2 o'clock after a really, really good friend of mine walked in the shop. He looked at me and he said, "You look like hell." He said, "I've never seen you look this bad." He said, "You need to get out of this heat." So I listened to him. He's a lot older than I am. I took his advice and I went inside, cooled down, and drank some electrolytes and just sat inside and cooled down till got ready to let the show go. Got ready to do the show tonight. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. Hopefully I don't look as bad as he said I did when he came in. So I'm here. I'm feeling better. Hey, my brother Brandon Vale's online. Hey, brother, how you doing? I hope everything is going well for you. I'm not real sure where you are now. Are you in Texas or are you still in? And I think you left Texas and went back to Colorado and Louisiana, didn't you? If you're in Louisiana and you hadn't come see me, I'm pissed. Oh, there's another explicit. I got to put that in there on iHeart so they can bleep it. Pretty good cigar I'm smoking on tonight. Even as hot as it is, I'm not drinking any moonshine because I just don't think I could take it as hot as it is. But I got a Yeti here full of ice cold water. Oh, and that cold water does feel good. Let's see. Mr. Glenn said, I kept my butt inside. It was raining hard here. How did y'all enjoy the holiday? We hid. We hid. We hid from the sunlight, Glenn. Hey, man, that's great, Brandon. Brandon's one of my Marine Corps buddies. So, Brandon, we appreciate your service and respect it. And I'll be glad to see you when you come. Man. All right, let me see. No, Mr. Glenn, we had a little rain here last night, but I walked out this morning, and I think the ground was harder today than it was before it rained last night. It rained pretty much most of the night, but the ground just sucked it up. I mean, it's just gone. There's no residue of rain anywhere that I saw today. A little bit of rust on a few parts I had sandblasted that I didn't get moved inside, but that's it. All right, so I'm keeping looking at these messages as they come in. We're going to be switching up. JD, one of our JD was Sherv Media Productions, 2nd Battalion, 2nd Recon. Hoo-yah. He has been working with some new software that we're going to start doing the show with, hopefully by the end of the month. It's another video streaming software like the one that I'm using right now, but it's got a lot more bells and whistles in it. He's trying to get me up to speed on the new bells and whistles and how they're going to work, and we're going to have multiple camera locations that we'll be able to switch back and forth to during the show. There's just a whole it's got a learning curve that I'm having to learn. It's going to be interesting, and I hope that I can pick everything up and and make it work functional for everybody, and make it the show good and keep everything going. And now that I said that, I'm also thinking my daughter's checked in, so hopefully Damon and Piper, my grandkids, are watching. So, hi, babies. Poppy says hi. I hope they're doing good. Love y'all. Love all y'all. Hope everything's going well in Carolina. Hope to see y'all soon. Hope to see y'all when it's cooler. I had to get that in there. Got a shameless plug. I didn't turn the cigar light on tonight because I just figured the heat off that fluorescence would be, and a transformer would just be something else that could add 1 or 2 more degrees in here, and I just can't take it. Let me look around and see. Okay. Give me just a second. I got a couple of banners I want to pop up real quick. That's not where I wanted to go. Here's where I wanted to go. All right. We got to talk about, I got Uzbasic Motorsports promo still up there, so I'll put there's their special, some of the specials that they run. So check that out. Free shipping on over $199. You just really got to check with John Uzbasic and Uzbasic Motorsports parts. The stuff they got is unbelievable. Hey, I also want to give a big shout out to my buddy Art Smith with Killer Wax. I hope John and Art have gotten together and we can get Killer Wax into the inventory system of Uzbasic Motorsports performance parts. I think that'll be a good fit for both people. Art has been going through some health issues and health tests and things like that for the last few weeks. Actually, about the last month. So I hope all that is working out for him. I haven't had time to talk to him. I have literally been so busy here in the shop with the amount of work that we have, plus dealing with this heat. Even before the air conditioner went down, the heat was really bad. And I will tell you, they said on the news this morning that July 4th has been on average was the hottest day in history. So I can attest to that. The way my body's handled heat really good for a lot of years. I've always been in hot weather. I've never had any problems with it. I guess it's one of the things as I get older, this heat is getting more and more destructive to me, and really having a lot worse effects on me than I would have ever thought it would have had. And I'm a little disappointed about that. But I've got a lot of work that I'm trying to get done. I've got chassis to build. I've got tons of stuff to powder coat. Patio furniture's in. I've missed some dates on having stuff ready just simply because it's been so hot. The amount of time I've been able to stay in the back has been just a fraction of what I usually am back there. Usually I'm back there 3-4 hours at a time, and I've been really pushing it to be back there 30 minutes without having to get out of there. It's just been really hot. It's affected me. And I guess that's one of the reasons my buddy Vince came in today and told me how bad I looked. But when he said that, I went inside. So we'll keep on and see how this all shakes out. Let me hit this cigar in the water again. That's good. I just realized I forgot to go live on the Edge radio tonight. So I'm glad the music is playing. And don't forget, if you haven't checked it out, check out the Edge Radio US if you like rock and roll music. It's good music. You can download the app, go to the Play Store, download the Edge Radio US. That's the app. You can listen to us all the time. You can listen to music. You can listen to shows. You can listen to everything all the time. We've got a lot going on here. Not only the chassis building business, the powder coating business, we've got the fuel business. We have kind of settled down on our fuel and zeroed in on what we can afford to keep in stock, because racing fuel has gotten so expensive. If you're not selling everything that you've got, especially with this heat, it's money that you've got tied up in things that you can't do things with. Hey, I see my buddy John Uzbasic is tuned in, so I'm going to let him sit there and adjust for a few minutes, because I tell you, it's a mighty nice looking neck you have there, John. I just saw that. We're going to kick on and let John Uzbasic come on here and bring him and let him tell us about the specials that are going on, which this is a little get your notes in order. The specials he's got going on at Uzbasic Motorsports Performance Parts. Hello, John. How are you?
Hey, how you doing, my friend? What's going on out there?
Just sweating to the oldies, baby. Just sweating to the oldies. It's hot. The air conditioner's out in the shop. I got a fan over there about 10 feet away from me, because I don't want the fan sound to be picked up on the microphone. And I'm just living a dream.
Hey, are you hearing me okay? Do I sound like I'm doing, because you're coming over twice.
My echo should be off. You shouldn't be getting it. Hold on. Let me jump on here. Hey, Lynn, am I coming over? Oh, thanks for putting the Edge Radio US up, Lynn. Hey, am I echoing? Or is it John's got his headphones on backwards?
Yeah, no, I'm still hearing the echo.
Each one sounds good. Okay, you're broadcasting fine, John.
Okay, well, we'll try to get through this.
There we go. I'll talk
Okay.
softer and let you talk more.
All right. Hey, listen, first of all, thanks a lot for having me. I appreciate it. And so here we go, man. We have some awesome specials this month. Let's go through the ends the 19th of the month. We also have a 4th of July specials. Those are good through the 10th of the month. And we have Flexolite, Hyperco, Icon Ford Pistons, K1 Race Gear, KB Pistons, MSDs, Sunoco, Wix, Moto Gear, JE Pistons, Yukon Axles, Semco Sports, MagnaFlow. We got a ton of stuff out there for your listeners and viewers to check out.
That's good. That's good. Yes, I got you on solo mode. I can do that. I'm learning this software better. I want everybody to be able to see you.
Yeah, oh, wow, thanks. I don't know if everybody wants to see me, man. That's the problem.
How's business?
Hey, business is great. Listen, I just wanted to let you know, I was outside wrenching on the car. And I came in specifically to check your show out, man. I didn't want to miss it for nothing.
Man, that's why I love you. And I appreciate that.
I was underneath the car, and I had freaking transmission fluid all over the place going down my arm. And then it was like 5 or 10 after 5, and I just stopped everything. I mean, transmission fluids was flying everywhere. Get inside here to get online.
Hey, man, that's great. How is the Pro Mod? You changing converters or what?
Yeah, no, it's she's doing good. I thought I heard her this past weekend, but it looks like she's good. She's all right.
Where were you this weekend?
We were at Bremerton Raceway. We had a NHR event.
How did you do?
Well, Saturday I went 4 rounds, and Sunday, which really bothered me, is between my time trials and the first round, I lost about 5/10 on my car.
Ooh.
So that got me kind of concerned. So I came in, I go home, took it apart, did compression tests, leak down, everything. So, but it seemed like it was fine.
Did you find the problem?
You know, part of the problem is tires. I got a new set ordered for it. They just haven't come in yet. And but otherwise, it seems like compression and leak down's fine. So I'm just I did find my transmission was kind of tight. On a power glide, you usually screw in it all the way and
Right.
until it bottoms out, and then unscrew it out 3.5 turns. Well, mine was at 3. So, too tight is absolutely no good. Too loose is no good.
Right.
So we're going to see what the hell happens. Oh, I swore. Am I in trouble now?
Oh no, I got to use the explicit tag again.
Jesus, I got to go see my preacher this afternoon.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. How hot was it in Bremerton?
It was 86.
Oh.
Track temperature was about 132 to 135. So
that's how my powder coating room is.
I know, dude. I know. I'm listening to the things you're telling me about the temperature over there.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. How are things looking at? Are you still looking at maybe transitioning to another part of the country?
Well,
did you get that? Did you get that? I used woke words to describe that.
Yeah. I know. Listen. I'm not sure what to do now because you were talking kind of weird language to me, man, and I couldn't. You're throwing me off, man.
Oh, that's good. That's good stuff right there.
I was hearing some kind of foreign language out of you. I don't know what the hell that shit was, but did it again.
That's all right. So we got four for the show tonight.
Jesus.
Listen, but the special.
I'm sorry. What? No, my apologies to all of your listeners out there. I am so sorry. Say another Hail Mary for me, please.
Oh man, Lynn talks worse than that just when she's washing dishes. What are you staying with the Goodyear tires?
Actually, no. I'm gonna migrate over to Hoosier.
There you go, buddy.
Yep, I'm going.
They bite.
Yeah,
they
I'm going over to the 33.5 by 17 by 16.
The transition I'm making on the Fury Dragster is I'm going from a 1533 to a 10.533.
Ooh, wow!
So the reason is I built the car with the ride height and clearance and everything for the 33-inch tall tire, but I bought a 7-foot wide trailer because I didn't want anybody to ask me to borrow it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And now it's tire from side to side. So I think I've got on a 7-wide trailer. I think I've got 2 inches on each wall before the tires hit. So I got to go real straight going out.
Wow.
But we were able to get it cranked up last week or week before last. I've got some preliminary settings up on the grid that I got from Uzbasic Motorsports Performance Parts. I've got that set up. I had a couple of things backwards. What I had done was I had my timing set at 28 on the car, and I wanted it I wanted to have a retard on it for when I was cranking it, and so I had to go in and switch some numbers in the grid, and I went higher on my advance and brought my actual down some. And then I put 8 degrees retard in it when I start up. And when I cranked it up the other day, man, I mean, those were the magic numbers once I figured that out. So I love the grid that I got from you, Basic Motorsports Performance Parts, the MSD grid from you, Basic Motorsports Performance Parts. In which I will say, MSD, when I ordered that, said there was going to be a lag on shipping. There was going to be a delay time. And it's funny, the guy I ordered it from went to MSD and said, this guy don't have that kind of time. I need to get this thing to him now. And it seems like, it got here in like 4 or 5 days. So I tell you, that guy at You Basic Motorsports Parts, he goes out on a limb and it really helps his customers.
I tell you, except for a foul mouth swearing guy, he's not a bad dude, man.
He's almost a sailor, man. I'm almost proud of him. So the 4th of July specials, people can find those on your Basic Motorsports Performance Parts.
Again, like I said, I understood. You and I are on the same wavelength, except for that part a little while ago when you were talking some kind of foreign language to me with those woke words, man.
Hey, are you moving to this part of the country anytime soon, or what?
Well, we're still looking. Of course, we got to try to figure out everything we have here and get a house over there because it's got to be there when we move there, right?
Right.
But boy, those temperatures over there, holy crap, man, they are pretty feisty over there.
They're character building.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. God knows I don't have enough character.
After 60 years, I think I'm about charactered out.
Yeah.
I think there's got to be a level, a maximum. I should be there.
I tell you, Johnny, after those temperatures over there, dude, you got so much character. You could give it to the rest of everybody, and there still would be plenty left over.
Man, and hey, I've got character. Two things. I've got character, and I'm not allergic to freaking gluten, whatever the hell that is.
Yeah.
So, how are the? Have you talked to Art Smith with Killer Wax yet?
Actually, I have not. I apologize. Every time I look at this and jump on, I'm going, oh God, I didn't do that. But I am going to be reaching out to him. I haven't really got a lot into with the fire system, right?
Okay. Yeah,
because I'm still trying to get Division 6 and 7 and the rest of them to go, yeah, we're good. Because for me, I gotta. It's hard for me to sell it because of the store type shit, so I'm still working on that because I want to have an opportunity to sell that.
Right.
But I still have to reach out for the Killer Wax and get him on the system.
Let me tell you something that's I can't name his name because I don't want to get him in trouble with the organization that he works for or works with or is part of. I'm not sure the correct way of saying that. So by not saying his name, I clear that. But he was so impressed with it that he put one on his car, and he left one of his he left the 10-pound bottle that had the SFI cert on it, and he looked at it and told me, he said, after the way you explained this to me, yeah, I want to be safe. The car is replaceable. I want to be safe. Yeah. So he took one 10-pound bottle off and put one of the cold fire systems on. So he's got the best of both worlds. He's got what needs to be there for SFI, but then he also for NHRA event, but he also has something on there in peace of mind to know that he doesn't have just 7 seconds for the fire crew to get there if there's a problem. He's got a little time, and I think he went with a 3-nozzle system. So that's looking smart, and that is staying in the game, staying in the rules, but the rules are the minimum of what you can have, not the maximum. And I asked him a question that a couple other racers asked me, well, what about the weight? And he actually said, I'll use the bathroom before I make a pass. So, he's got everything covered. So I'm looking forward to hear, not to hear that he's had to use the system, but if anything happens where he does need to use it, how safe he was. And I talked with some of the sprint car drivers out of Texas that have been using it on their cars, and they've got them mounted all kinds of ways. because most of them said if there's a fire on their car, usually the car is upside down. So they wanted to make sure the system would light off upside down if the car was upside down. So, it's very versatile. It's got a great, and it's easy. The East Coast Fuelers, Jim Cummins told me a few weeks ago on the show that either on the show or off the show, that one of their guys had to light the system off. And he said, man, everything was cool, and it was like a 5-minute cleanup, and they were back racing. So, there's a lot of really good things with this. And like I said, when you talk to, if you get a chance, talk to Mr. Ron. He's a great guy, and he's a plethora of information, and the engineering that he's done on this system is really good.
Yeah, no, I got to reach out to him, and I agree with you. I mean, I have 2 10-pound bottles on the car, but there's nothing saying I can't get a smaller bottle to protect me personally.
Right. And that's and even though I've got really, really, really good life insurance, my thought is if I have a bad wreck and catch on fire, I want to be put out, because if I'm gone and Lynn meets somebody else, it's not that somebody else has Lynn, it's that somebody else has all my toys. So, you got to look at things in a big picture kind of way.
Definitely.
Hey, James, you cuss is worse than I do. You're CB. I mean, come on, man. You guys talk terrible. But hey, John, I really appreciate you coming on. Don't forget, check out Uzbasic Motorsports Performance Parts. Register and sign up for his newsletter. John, are you still doing the monthly giveaways on registration?
Yes. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to do something a little different. We have T-shirts now.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is as we do like car shows or charity events and races, we're going to throw on there like the 5th or the 10th or the 12th person who subscribed to our website get a T-shirt or 2 T-shirts or whatever the case may be. So we're going to start doing that and see how that actually works. And we always, like I said, we always constantly run discounts and sales.
Hey,
So,
John, have you activated the gift cards? Have you made gift cards available on Uzbasic Motorsports?
Yes, they're on our system. They're online. There's a specific deal on our website at uzbasicmotorsports.com that you click gift card and you can add $25, $50, $75, all the way up to, I think, $1,000 per card. And you can redeem that information anytime you want. We're also going to start messing with something called basic bucks. Get it? Use basic.
Yeah.
Basic bucks.
Yeah. Hey, how much did the advertising guy charge you to figure that up?
Well, no, it took me about a month to figure that out myself.
Oh, that's good. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I know. Only took me a month, bud.
Yeah. A month after how many years?
Yeah, exactly. And that wore me out. I had to take 3-4 day break after that episode.
Let me ask you real quick. How did the new website looks pretty good? I will tell you that. Has it helped?
Oh yeah. No, we have a lot more. We're getting a lot more orders than we had before. It's easier to find things. It's quicker to find things. It's easier to communicate with me now, or with us. The biggest thing is it's fast now. Before,
right.
It used to take 30, 45 seconds to load up. Nobody wants that. Everybody wants instant gratification nowadays.
Right.
So it has definitely helped dramatically from what it was before. Plus, we do a lot of marketing with Google and all the rest of them.
Right. So, that's good. Well, I appreciate you for taking time out from under the car to come in and jump on the show and talk about
just for you.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. Hey, also, I tell you something else I want to do on this new, I don't know if you heard, we're fixing to switch the broadcast software that we're using. We're using this StreamYard now. We're going to another OBS-style software that has a lot more bells and whistles in it. I know that I'm going to start playing videos during the show, commercial videos, tech videos, and things like that in the show as we bring this new system on board and I get more familiar with it. I know a lot of the videos that you have are manufacturers' videos. Are you going to start doing any videos on your end on things?
Well, we have if you actually go to our YouTube channel, right, Uzbasic Motorsports, there's a ton of YouTube. There, I think we have like 300 videos on there right now, and there's actually videos of me with doing short ones for 45 to 60 seconds on different batteries, battery chargers, wrenches, tools, neck braces, helmets, fire suits,
Okay.
a lot of stuff. And we're
Okay.
also in the process of trying to hire a sexy girl that does does some of our promotions for us also.
You have one.
Well, yeah, I do. Well, yeah, I know. Yeah, let me. I got a good one.
All right, man. Look, I appreciate it. Don't forget whenever you have your specials, we've been doing a lot of sharing and resharing your LinkedIn stuff. I'm working a little bit more on the LinkedIn side than I am the Facebook side, just simply because it's a little bit more complicated on some of the things that LinkedIn and the marketing that you can do, because I get tons of people sending me job offers and wanting to know if I'm hired and all kind of crap like that I don't care about. And I have to really look at some of those people to make sure that they're not in the automotive field. Because I got something the other day I got, and I almost dumped it. And when I started looking at the guy who sent it to me, I realized he was one of the upper echelon with Amylase oil, which is my dear and the only oil I use. But he was sharing something from a personal site, but that's where he was, and I almost nixed it. I was like, I'm glad I didn't. So I'm working a little bit more with the LinkedIn stuff. So I'm going to continue doing it on Facebook, but then we've got a ton of rebroadcast, iHeartRadio, and all these different places. We've got a new commercial for Uzbasic Motorsports that I think will be on. I was trying to have it on a couple of weeks ago, but we had some editing issues. JD found some things in it that he didn't like, and volume levels and things like that. So he had a little bit of cleaning up he was doing on it. And but we'll have that new commercial up for Uzbasic Motorsports. I'll send you a copy of it like I did the last one, so you can listen to that and make sure it's good and that you approve it before. And then we'll put the big old whiskey cars and cigars approved stamp on it and have it up there. And but yeah, that was a couple of the things that you had posted. I actually on LinkedIn, I was actually able to grab the picture and put the whiskey cars and cigars approved banner on it. So, and then when I shared it out, so, it helps both of us.
Yeah. So if you need any help or something with regards to Lincoln, please give me a call or, email me to call you or something, because I actually I'm tied with about 9 or 10 automotive industry associated groups.
Right.
And of those 10, there's about 875,000 members.
Okay.
So, there's a lot of opportunity there. But again, with that comes all the other minutia that you got to get through.
Right. And JD has been JD with Sherv Media Production has been banging his head against a cinder block wall trying to get me up to speed on things.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's the whole old dog, new tricks thing.
Yeah, right. Hey, listen, say hello to JD for me if you happen to talk to him, because he's always on my site, approving and forwarding things and everything like that. And also, if Jim Cummings is on here, big hello and thumbs up to Jim and the guys.
Those guys are great, man.
Oh, and Mr. Turk, Jimmy Turk. Can't forget that guy.
Oh, you can't forget Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy,
No.
look, until you meet him, you until you meet him, that phrase will have new meaning. It's hard to forget him, man. I mean,
Yeah, I bet
it's
it is.
hard to forget Jimmy Turk. But he's a great guy. He's a great friend. He called me today coming back from Dallas. He was going to swing by the shop, but I had a bunch of stuff that I had to go take care of today. I had to get selling methanol. I can't keep it in stock fast enough, so I actually had to go get some. So we're staying busy. Jimmy's tuning in. He says, y'all are flirting. All right, John, I appreciate you for coming on. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Sorry we've been off for the last few weeks, but it's been really hot, and we've had bad weather when we've had bad weather. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, save. We've got all the channels going on YouTube now and Twitter and Deezer and all. I don't know. Something's going to be happening. JD's doing on something called Willow that is going to, I don't know what it's going to do, but it's supposed to be really, really big. So thanks everybody for tuning in. John Ubasi's got a phone call, so I'll let him get that. And we're out of here. Good night, everybody.
Take care. Thank you
for tuning in.